Hi guys, this is Jordan here from Jordan and Comics. This is my third video now that I'm doing for you guys. Just something I'm trying, speaking about the DC universe. So today I was going to talk to you about Creature Commandos. And the reason for that being is a new series is coming up on the 5th of December, released by James Gunn, called Creature Commandos. Like probably most people, we'd not heard much about them. So, who are they? They are a group of monsters that have been scientifically enhanced by a mad scientist to help the US Army, is the best way to describe it. They were first introduced in a book, Weird War Tales 93, and here's the copy I'm going to show you here. So they were first introduced in this copy, and if you've ever read the Weird War Tales, it's just a great collection of fun stories of the war era, of all sorts of different battles, and it is insane the different storylines they come up with. This is one of my favourite storylines I have actually read from it. So, yeah, when it first got released, I did my research and found out. So, I bought 3 of these copies at the time. I did what we call spect. This is a newsstand variant. I bought them for £15 now, and I had a quick glance just before I was doing this video, and they're now worth about £190 for a raw copy. So good investment. I do have a couple up for sale. I'm keeping this one. This is my favourite one. But I thought I'd show you some of the pages of it because I love the artwork. It was done by Joe Kubert. The story's brilliant in this one, but the artwork is even better. So I'm going to show you some of the pages from it. So I'm just going to lift my phone up here and just show you some of it. Okay. So, there we are. And we've got beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's really good. I mean, considering how old this is, it's in great nick. So it came out in November 1980. So that was the first appearance of them in that issue. There wasn't much to them. They got involved in a battle, and then the US Army at that time said, I never want to see them again. Then their next appearance was Weird War 97, and then Weird War Tales 100. They then were on and off the Weird War Tales to about issue 123. And then they really weren't heard of again, being honest. All the stories are they're a fun read. They really are a fun read. So if you buy the hard copies, do it. If you buy it digitally, give it a read. Like I say, the series comes out on the 5th of December, so it's definitely worth getting a background check on before then. So they did have this own solo series, an 8-comic series, come out in 2000, May 2000. And it's again, I'll tell you if it's a rubbish read, and I just can't tell you. Truman and Christen did such a good job with this series. It's fantastic. We've got Wolfpack, who's a werewolf. We've got Velcoro, who's a vampire. We've got Patchwork, who's a soldier. We've got Captain, who's, of course, the team leader with the name like that. And also we've got Aten, who's a mummy. There's Frankenstein, of course, in there. And there's just wonderful different characters. And the way they interact together, it's really, really, really good fun. Frankenstein, for some reason, reminds me of Solomon Grundy. So if any of you have ever watched Stargirl, or any of you have ever read any of the comics, any of the Justice Society comics with Solomon Grundy, and it's definitely, he reminds me of him. It's just a really good read, and I suggest reading it. They have now just brought out a new series as well. So that's the beautiful new copy, and it's by David Dastmalchian and Alex Havas and Alex Guimarães. There's 6 issues. I've got to say, this one is a brilliant read as well. I'm going to show you some of the artwork from that as well. This was just like setting the scene. So it was one of them. We're just reintroducing all the characters, who they're going to use into it. Bit of absolute Batman, which, if no, you've not read yet, please read it. It's amazing. So that's just a little backstory. Like I say, I want to help people that haven't read comics the best way to jump onto them. So they first appear, Weird War Tales 93. They are in and out of Weird War Tales from 93 to 130. Then they don't appear again until May 2000, where they have this 8-issue solo series, which I suggest picking up. It's a really good read. Get it digitally, you can get it really cheap. I think if you're looking to buy it online, it's about £40 to £50. It's issue 1 that's the expensive one, because that's the first appearance of them all. If you're like me, you're going to buy the hard copy and you're going to love it. And it's just good fun. And what I'm expecting from the series is that James Gunn is going to bring us good fun to the DCU. It's all very serious, and we forget that the DCU actually has some funny characters and some brilliant characters. And I can't tell you how excited I am for the DC universe to begin with James Gunn at the helm. I think it's going to be great. He's said that all the shows, animated or not, are going to link in to the real movies. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that happens. And like I said, this is the first one. Creature Commandos comes out in the USA 5th of December. Get on it. Let's watch it. Let's cheer for James Gunn. We want some good DCU. Get Weird War Tales 93. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Talking money, I think it's going to hold its investment. I think it's going to become a really good starting point of the legacy that James Gunn is going to bring. And like I say, look at Joe, what he's produced, that cover. It is gorgeous. And I know it's a newsstand, but yeah. So just a little chat about Creature Commandos. I say I'm just getting a feel for this. I'm again passionate about comics. DC, I will say, I favour DC. I think personally the characters to me have much more depth. And like I say, they've pulled this out of nowhere. Not many people will have heard of them. So yeah. Any feedback, again, appreciated. Is there any books that you want me to talk about next time? Would you like me to go into more detail, or do you quite like this informal chat of, you know, this is when they came about, this is kind of what you're looking at? But yeah, so I'll tell you again, Weird War Tales 93. But get the Creature Commandos 8 series, the 8-book series. It's a real good read, and it's a good fun ride, and it doesn't take itself seriously, and sometimes that's what you need. My reads of the week, so let's say I'm going to give you 2 reads of the week. I read Absolute Wonder Woman, and I've heard mixed reviews. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. And I also read the new Poison Ivy. That's grown on me. The artwork in that, the pastel artwork in that is really, I don't know if that's what's drawn me in more, but that story's really grown on me, and I'm really enjoying that. I read the new Iron Man. I thought that was okay. Just for you Marvel lovers. And also, I think I've got a copy of it down here. Here we are. I have been reading this, Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell. There's 5 issues out now at the moment. It's an Image comic. Please read it. It is unbelievable. It is so good. I've got a duplicate copy of issue 1 on my eBay. My store is Jordan Ant 2024, so check that out if you want to pick that up. And also Wonder Woman Historia. I've never read this before. I picked this up from eBay. What a beautiful freaking series. It's absolutely insane. Really, really good. So again, just a couple of thank yous today. I would like to thank my dog Cara, for who I have done this video twice, and each time she's decided to bark. My other dog, Zia, who you might see in 2 seconds because it looks like she wants to jump up on the couch. Also for support and encouraging me to do these videos, I'd like to thank Goat Comics, because he's been giving me really positive feedback, and I've not had much feedback yet. Say hello to the golden retriever. She's what you all want to see, really. I've not really had much feedback, but Goat Comics has given me a lot of feedback, and I've really enjoyed it. I'd like to get him on here and do like a double, because we're both passionate about comics and we love reading them and bouncing back and forth. But yeah, thanks again for listening. Zia says goodbye. Cara, who is the grumpy one over there, says goodbye. And I say goodbye. So, we say Weird War Tales 93. And let's hope James Gunn does us proud. Go well.